Hello, beautiful people. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the Red Keep. Is I your rightful queen? And I don't see any Rhaenyra anywhere. Thank you, Joshua. Hello. Let me just say hi. Hi, hi. Apparently I can wave. Hello, I say random things. Understandable, so do I. Hello, HD Avenger. How are you? It's very nice to see you. Happy Friday. Of course, we're still watching House of the Dragon, so we're talking about House of the Dragon. So we still have issues. Thank you. Beautiful. That's adorable. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. We still have rats. Rats and cats and Rhaenyra. Oh my. She's such a great ruler. Let's see if it'll stick. I don't think so. Oh, no, there it did. Ah. No, it fell. So many rats and so many cats and so very interesting. Tap and share and do all the things for the rightful queen, obviously. Yes, TikTok, I'll do what you say. There you go. Hey, Lordor, how are you? We're gonna talk House of the Dragon because I have things to say. I have things. Is that chair comfortable? JD, it's very comfortable. And it hasn't rejected me once. No rejection. Can't say that for Rhaenyra, can we? I am great. Thank you for asking. JD, did you like my answer? Hey, look. She's my great, 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 great grandmother. I don't have to like her. Just started watching the show. I knew that was the Iron Throne right away. Grateful. I am so happy to know that. No green screen here. This is real. Everything you see is real. Hello, Adam. How are you? Hello, Mr. Q. We're going to talk about House of the Dragon, especially the latest episode, which obviously you can see House of the Dragon right here. I put Balerian's skull on top of it to try to make it more obvious. I'm so cutesy. Dylan, I was not smiling like that at you. I was smiling at Joshua. Hello, Sleepy Bit. Hello, Matthew. How are you? Hello, Zach. You're tired of Harrenhal? Lorador, you're not the only one. Talk about the Hedge Knight? JD, I talk about what I want to talk about. I'm the queen. If you have a problem with that. Hey, Chloe. Okay, grateful. Thank you for the follow. Hello, Bree. I don't talk about what you want me to talk about. I schedule a live stream with a topic, and I talk about what I want to talk about. Thank you, grateful. Thank you, Bree. Thank you, Frank. Thank you for the recognition. I appreciate it. Tell you a story. Question, are you just a Fraggle or are you Fraggle Rock? I am not Elsa. I don't like the cold. Thank you, Bree. I appreciate that. Now, if you want to talk about House of the Dragon, thank you. See, please. You're Fraggle Rock. Congratulations. I like Jim Henson. All right. We will talk about House of the Dragon. The cold bothered me anyway. I'm not into it. Thank you, JD. Are you trying to redeem yourself? Thank you, Bree. Hey, look, I'm going to talk to you for a long time. You see this orange heart? Touch that and send me a heart me. It's literally a penny. You could at least do that. Thank you for the follow, Dylan. The money that must be spent on that show, see, please, you are correct. Have I ever been embarrassed about anything? Only you, sweetheart. Only you. Thank you for the follow, Harley Quinn. Thank you, see, please. I appreciate it. Hello, Anime is Epic. Everyone, there's an orange heart above my head. Touch it and send me a heart me. I would really appreciate it. And we will get to talking. That's disgusting. And you will leave. All right, kids, let's, you know we're gonna get trolls. Let's get rid of them. I don't want people reading that crap. Thank you. Thank you, Lou. Thank you. Keep sending the heart me so we can talk. You're even dressed as No. Honey, this is a car-themed dress. I don't dress as Rhaenyra. Why would I? Her costumes are hideous. Absolutely hideous. And they don't fit my shape. I have a feminine shape. Daenerys. Rhaenyra's never worn a color this pretty. She wishes. Is Game of Thrones worth watching? Yes. That is correct. 100%. You know what? A couple more of you could send heart me's. I've been through a lot. Did you see season 8? This is Vibes. Gianna, welcome. Queen Vibes, always. Oh, before I go live, I'm ready. Thank you, Lorador. I appreciate it. Now, hello, Michael. We are talking about House of the Dragon, which is obviously in my showcase. And it's obviously up here. See, please. I agree with that. Season 1 through 7. 7 I wouldn't call awesome. Season 8 is Starbucks. I'm just going to ignore that comment. Hello, Asian Beauty. How are you? All right. So, first, was anybody puzzled by the name of the episode we just watched? You're still in season 2? Siren, we're going to bounce around and talk about general stuff, so don't worry about it. Okay, Bree was. Thank you. We kind of do a general, and then it usually gets into Game of Thrones, and then A Song of Ice and Fire. So we're not like huge spoilery. It's more of like a general thing. I have a podcast if you want to know my specific opinion about little things. I only watched season 8 to spot the actors' beverages. Thank you, KGB. That is correct, Lorador. The greens are no door. Now, I do have something I want to ask you about. Have you guys seen the promotional images that came out a couple days ago? You've watched 2 episodes of season 3? Yeah. The first 2 episodes are great. After that, it falls off. Thank you for the follow, Sean. Okay. Okay, great. That's what I wanted to hear. Let me find these real quick, because I've got questions, y'all. They came out with, I think, 4 promotional images. Just like a couple days. And hold on a second. It's really weird to me because it's very biased. And also, like, why would they come out with new images and we're on episode 5? But again, I don't understand their PR. I never have. But you know, it is what it is. All right. I know it's got some people really fired up, so that's why I want to talk about it. Hello, how's Kentucky? My favorite in House of the Dragons was Daemon and Rhaenyra. Siren, I'm so sorry, sweetheart, but it looks like they're moving away from that. Oh no, see, please. The only politics we talk about are fantasy. I promise. If anyone tries anything else, they have to go. The thing is, we kind of knew this was going to happen because Emma Darcy had an interview and stated that Mysaria is the only real romantic relationship Rhaenyra's ever had. Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate that. I talk like you. You must be Tyrashi as well. This is a Tyrashi accent. I'm from Dragonstone. Not that I can remember it. If you want me to do the entire speech when Daenerys meets Jon, just send a galaxy. I'll be happy to do it. Alright, so some kind of strange. Don't really understand why. Let me find them. It's very team green. And I don't really understand why. Did you notice we haven't really done the team thing as much this season as before? And I was kind of glad with that. Because we're kind of past teams at this point. If they're going to stray so far from source material, just end the war and do something else, Lord, or they might. Would it shock you? Invade Essos. They're not organized enough for that. Hello, Jared. How are you? Hello, Ray. Okay. Let me see if I can find these things. I should have saved it. So there's like 4 new posters. Here we go. Okay, it's for San Diego Comic-Con, right? Yeah. See, please, here's the thing. Yes, a lot of us have read the books. It's not a requirement to hang out in here at all. Not a bit. I prefer it at this point. The greenies need to go. I'm tired of them. Most people are hello, Dustin. Most people are very tired of Kristen Cole. In a little bit, I don't know if you guys have heard the song I made for Kristen and Gwen. It's great. It's fantastic. Okay. Here's a couple of the pictures. I wanted to get all 4 for you. There it is. Ooh, I know who'll have it. I want to get you guys' opinion on this because I'm really puzzled. It's a very strange decision. Lord Jesus, can you stop comparing? Okay, here we go. All right. First. So, at San Diego Comic-Con, there's some new posters. Here's the first one. It's Aemond, and it says one-eyed coward. I don't understand this. Hello, Dustin. How are you? I mean, I guess this is in reference to Harrenhal. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, Kiaville. Haven't seen you in a minute. We love Helena. Thank you, Chelsea. I didn't see you come in. Hello, Phil. Thank you. Guys, if you don't mind, like, right there where the orange heart is, send me a heart. Me, TikTok really likes it when you do it, and it only costs a penny. I wouldn't ask if it was more than a penny. Well, maybe if it was 2. Okay, let me approve that. Thank you for the follow. Kind of looks like the main character from Dragon. I get that a lot. Thank you. Thank you, see, please. Yeah, I get that a lot. I'm not really sure why. Okay, these posters aren't necessarily Team Green or Team Black. I'm not really sure. I want to show you guys. Thank you. I want to show you guys this because I want you to help me figure it out, okay? First poster, Aemond, one-eyed coward. Okay. So you're thinking, okay, this must be like some, like, Rhaenyra propaganda. No, it's not. Because the one of Rhaenyra clearly says Queen of Bastards. Okay. Which, yeah, thank you for the follow. It's very strange. Hey, everyone, we're talking about House of the Dragon. It's very strange because they're really leaning on this Queen of Bastards thing. I was like, okay, oh my God, Chelsea, thank you. That's so cute. Thank you. You're very sweet. I really appreciate it. So you're thinking, okay, so we've had one negative one about Aemond and a negative poster about Rhaenyra, right? Okay. Right. Yes, the posters are very cool. I like it. The graphics are neat. This is what I'm very confused about. The third. It's the only positive one, and it's Aegon, and it says the king lives. Anybody have any kind of theory about this? Hey, Bear Down. Thank you. I knew you liked this color as well, Lord. No, everyone says I look good in this color. Hello, Jessica. Ladies and gentlemen. Hand of the Queen is here. It'd be fun if they moved into a third faction as the antagonist. Lord, I kind of thought they were doing that. I'm sad to hear House of the Dragon falls off. Honey, it was always going to fall off. They strayed from source material way too far. Thank you. Everyone send a heart me. I appreciate it. It's really easy. It's the orange heart up there. And it costs a penny. So we're talking about House of the Dragon. You can see that right there. Okay. They're kind of going into a third faction with this Daeron thing. What does everybody think about that? Like, we haven't had an in-depth conversation, thank you, Jessica, about the third option, Daeron. I posted a poll. By the way, if you would like some really fun exclusive content, memes, songs, really awesome stuff, you go to my profile, join the Smod Squad. It's my bulletin board. It's epic. It really is. And it's free. Yes. Okay. What Bear Down said. It reminds me of Vhagar in the books, and I hated that. I'm wondering if that's where this idea came from. Does anybody agree? See, please. It's okay. It's one of Alicent's kids that she forgot she had. It's a very strange choice. So what I'm wondering is, but why 3 posters at San Diego Comic-Con and the only positive one is Aegon? The promo art makes me think the small folk are going to stir around Aegon. Okay. All right. What Lorador is saying. The small folk are going to start talking about Aegon. All right. I'm going to pose to you what I think this means. This is just based on the trailers we've seen and a hunch. Okay? I think what Lorador said is probably right. And the Faith of the Seven are going to be involved. There you go. Bear Down says, the small folk know Rhaenyra ain't it. Yeah. Yes. Bree, it's what we talked about. Yes. This is what I think is going to happen. Do I like it? No. It's House of the Dragon. What I think this means... Okay, so we've already had graffiti at the Red Keep talking about Rhaenyra, and it bothers her. Where did they get spray paint? I don't know. I think they actually got it from the same Ace Hardware that the Army of the Dead got the chains for Viserion from. I'm pretty sure that's where the spray paint came from for these. And then on the wall, because you know it looked spray painted in the Red Keep. Okay. Should I watch? Yes. Yes, you should watch A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. God, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. It's way better than this. Way better than this with a much, much smaller budget. Here's my hierarchy. Game of Thrones is the best. A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. And here's House of the Dragon. Aren't my nails pretty? God, I'm such a queen. All right. Okay. So. Oh my God, not the hard Home Depot. Yes, and Duncan is a tall glass of water. Thank you, Brie. Thank you, C, please. We have a good time here. All right, guys. So I have a theory about what this San Diego Comic-Con thing might be. All right, here we go. So, what I think... How do you want to say it? All right. We had Aegon have a moment with Sunfire. Sunfire's his dragon. So... he goes and sees Sunfire, and Sunfire is visibly not alive. I have a problem with what's going to happen because you see a very obvious image of the dragon not breathing or moving at all. They show the dragon long enough that if there's any movement or breathing, you'd be able to see it, right? That's not going to matter. This is what I think. I think this means probably last episode, or we only get 8 episodes, so it's going to be episode 7 or 8. What's going to happen is, so you've noticed Aegon the Genius has his damn crown in a bag he's just carrying around. Because, I mean, obviously you do that. Some guy's already found it. Like, Aegon this entire time hasn't done anything to hide the fact that he's Aegon Targaryen. He's acting like an ass. He's acting like a spoiled brat. He's having a problem with authority. He's carrying around his crown and some piece of Sunfire. He's basically just screaming, hello, I am Aegon II, the penisless, right? So it's like, somebody's going to figure it out. And it's going to be more than one guy he can prison shank, because that's what he's been doing. Why can't he just ditch the crown? I don't know, Ray, sweetheart. I don't like his crown. I think that crown is so ugly. Oh, I don't like it. He's a spoiled brat. The actor plays it perfect. You are correct. So, what's going to happen, because as Bear Down said on my podcast, Girls Nerd Out, that basically they never should have gone back. Like, where are you going? Why are you turning back? Why are you going back to the place where people can figure out who you are? Have him join the faith? He might. He might. He knows he's protected plot armor, correct. So, yes, Bree is correct. What's going to happen? Somebody's going to find the crown, find the horn or whatever piece that is a Sunfire, and be like, oh, you're Aegon the Burnt, right? So that's going to spread, and there's probably going to be a mob. The mob is going to be chasing him. And we know nothing's going to happen. So he's going to turn around and face the mob. Conveniently, he's going to run to where Sunfire lay in the dirt. So it's going to be some big moment. You're going to think, oh my God, the mob's going to get him. The mob's going to get him. Oh my God. No, it's not. The mob's not going to get him. Why? Because we're going to have a ridiculous scene that people with no depth are going to think is so badass, and I'm going to crash out. We are going to have a Sunfire resurrection scene. The dragon that was not breathing, the dragon that is obviously dead, the dragon that has been laying in the dirt for what, at this point, months, is going to just magically resurrect behind him. Thank you, Chelsea. That is what's going to happen. I'm going to be angry, and then I'm going to be angry, and then I'm going to be angry. Why? I'll tell you. Number one, that means, and if you like Aegon, no, George R.R. Martin is no longer involved in House of the Dragon. He said it is not his story. He was treated so badly, he walked away. And that is when I decided I'm just going to go full throttle. Because if you're mean to my pappy George, I hold no allegiance to you. Now, I give House of the Dragon credit where credit's due. I think Daemon's fantastic. I think sometimes the dragons look good. There are certain things I like about it. It's so far off source material. So far, it's not even the same story. It's not even close. See what it's supposed to be. Here's the funny thing. It says right here, the inspiration for the HBO original series, House of the Dragon. Like, they should reprint this and put inspiration in quotes because it's not. It's supposed to be from this book, Fire and Blood. read it, please. If you read the books, I was angry with the ending. That is true. Yeah, I didn't like it either. Ryan Condal was incredibly disrespectful to George R. R. Martin, who, thank you for the repost, who created all these characters. George has no children with his wife. He has said many times that his characters are his children. So I'm sure you can imagine what it feels like to have not one, but two series that are adaptations of your hard work over decades be taken from you and turned into something grotesque. And that is what's happened to him with Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon. What doesn't make sense is why House of the Dragon is making the same mistake Game of Thrones did in later seasons. Okay? Right? Ryan is living out his Daenerys fanfic. Oh God, Chelsea, I love you. That is so true. Ryan Condal has some weird obsession with Daenerys. He wants to be known as the man that resurrected Daenerys, and it's not happening. Dude, your show is in the past. Can you not? Why can't you just utilize what you have? A lot of great characters. Right? Oh my God. You have no idea. Well, maybe you do. So, a very dead dragon. And we have this scene because people like to listen to me. That's why. Why are you here? Die. Trash. Peasant. Lord, my lord, you like the part when I burned down King's Landing? Thank you. That was pretty hot, right? I know. So sad you'll never be a dragon, because I would never ride you. You can die too. Go. Trash. Thank you. Joe, Khaleesi does whatever the fuck she wants, and if you don't like that either, you can go. There's the door. If she drinks Starbucks, she can drink root beer. And if you don't understand how root beer would be the choice soda of a Targaryen, you can go. Bye-bye. Anything else? Any more grievances? Because I'm trying to make a fucking point. But come on. Troll if you need. I got time. I came back from the dead. You thought I was going to be nice? I'm only nice to people that are nice to me. Root beer, I drink it because I fucking want to. I'm a human. Thank you. What Ray said, as Rhaenyra Targaryen, I can confirm I love root beer. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, that is fine. Bruce, you just hang out and I will, I promise. Let me just try to get rid of some trash. I'll giggle at some point. I promise. All right. So, root beer floats are very nice. All right. I swear I think some people come in here just hoping I'll yell at them. I understand it. Hello, Hellboy. Very nice. So we're going to have a dragon that is obviously dead come back to life. Why do I have a huge problem with that? Because of what I talk about over and over and over, and I will never stop. It's the dragon bond. What is the dragon bond, you ask? The dragon bond is the bond between a rider and a dragon. That is the whole reason why you don't have to talk to them. It's more than just telepathy. Like Bree likes to describe it. Thank you. Thank you for the follows. If you don't mind, if you click right there, there's an orange heart and send me a heart me. It's like literally a penny and TikTok likes that. Thank you. The dragon bond means you can feel your dragon can feel you. Bree describes it best as a soul bond on my podcast. Link in bio. So a soul bond means you can feel they're there. Okay? Right? How are you going to explain that Aegon Targaryen, Aegon the burnt, Aegon the sausageless, is going to literally have his head pressed to his dragon and not be able to tell if that dragon's alive or not? That means literally there is no dragon bond between those two. So if you're a fan of Aegon, you should be irritated. If you're not a fan of Aegon, you should bring that up. Yes, like twin telepathy. Where do you start with the books? Well, that's easy. You start with this one right here. A Game of Thrones. You start with A Song of Ice and Fire, always. And when you really get into it, you get tabs and stuff and highlighted parts. Is it in Targaryen blood? That's a damn good question, and I will answer that. Targaryen is a house. Valyrian is the blood. Valyrian is the genetics. Valyria is no more. It exists, but you can't go there because of the Doom. It's a very big deal. They dug too deep and it blew up. It's got magic to do with it. Okay, if you have Valyrian blood, which House Targaryen does, then you have the ability to bond with a dragon. Okay? Yeah, I know, right? The Doom, if you want to know what the Doom is, I can give you kind of a short idea. Valyria that was the land of the dragon lords. There were all sorts of dragons, all different types of dragons, all big dragons, little dragons, dragons doing different things. Did you know that dragons even aided in construction? Did you know that dragon and magic was used to create Dragonstone? That's why it looks like no other castle or keep. It was made from magic. Wouldn't that be nice to see? Yes. You've done over 50 cosplays? Congratulations. Of what? You have beast blood? Okay. I don't have a problem with that. Welcome. Thank you. Yes, Chelsea is correct. The Targaryens weren't even one of the big ones. No. They were a minor house. But you know what happens? Yes, breathe that. If you have dragons, and all these other families have dragons, that's no big deal, right? Please don't direct people to other sites. You're fine, just don't. And you can go. Thank you. I really appreciate that, Joshua. All right. Let me explain. The Targaryens went from being a small fish in a big pond to a very big fish in a very small pond. If you're a minor house and you have some dragons, you're fine. If you're the only one that leaves and everyone else stays in Valyria and the Doom happens, which was volcanic eruptions, it literally like torched dragons in the sky and very sad. If you're the only one with dragons, that's power. That's why House Targaryen is a big deal. That is why Daenerys is a big deal. And that is why the only reason this book got written is to give her a backstory. Not to mention the artwork that was recently released. We'll look at that in a minute. She is the prince who was promised. All right. Yes, exactly. In Valyria, they were a little fish in a big pond. In Westeros, they're a great white. They are. They actually, that's a good question. No, they did not make a great logistic decision. That decision was made because of a dragon dream. Her name was Daenerys the Dreamer. What is a dragon dream? I will tell you. A dragon dream, there are dragon dreamers, and it's not a fun thing to be. It sounds cool. It does. but most of them are not happy. You don't really have happy dragon dreams. What it is you have dreams and visions of impending doom, but they have to be interpreted, and you have no time period. Which means Daenerys the dreamer saw the doom, but could not say when. Her father listened to her, thankfully, and they moved. They left and went to Dragonstone, and they were laughed at for many years. They were made fun of. It's like, oh yeah, you're gonna just believe a little girl in a dream? Well, then the doom. So you can't really say I told you so if everyone's gone, but they told you so. That's how it happened. Hello, Aegon. Aegon, what is this? Guys, this is my friend Aegon. He knows a lot. Was it a scary dream? Yes, sweetheart, it was a scary dream. Yes, Daeron, the drunk, yes. Dragon dreamer, not happy. Aegon, does this mean that Sunfire is going to resurrect behind him? There's going to be a mob coming after him? Because why else would we be getting these posters for San Diego Comic-Con about House of the Dragon? And the only positive one is Aegon, the unsausaged. Okay, you see that? Isn't it a great logistic decision to keep it a dream? Yes, but I didn't want you to think it was just logistics. It was a dream that had them choose logistics. Okay, Aegon says yes, indeed. That means I'm right. That means the dragon bond does not exist. They've made a mockery of it, and it's not going to make any sense. I'm going to crash out. Great. So the whole cuddle thing, so he can't tell if his own damn dragon's alive. In the show, House of the Dragon, Helena's a dragon dreamer, if that helps you. Here we go. I love this information. Also, Crispy's chicken is stripped within the first 15 minutes of the episode, maybe less. Hello. Which, is it the final episode? Do I have to wait for the final episode for this mockery or not? Or is it the next? It's probably the final episode. Hello, Gotham. I'm really good. How are you? Thank you for asking. Oh, God. If I know that's what we're working towards, like, that's what it's going to sound like. It's probably the last episode. Oh, Shays, that's a great question. And I shall answer. Tumbleton is the finale. Of course it is. Thank you, Brie. Of course Tumbleton's the finale. Of course it is. Of course it is, because, I mean, what are we doing? I'm just going to hang out with Rhaenyra's rats, man. That's it. You've been watching Sons of Anarchy? That's fantastic. Okay. Speaking of anarchy. Damn it. Okay, so Ares, also known as the Mad King, I mean, that's neither here nor there. There is a theory that he was a dragon dreamer. He got very obsessed with fire in his old age. Really obsessed. And liked playing with wildfire and, you know, setting people on fire. And he was often heard to say, burn them all, burn them all, burn them all. There's a theory that he had a dream. He's a dragon dreamer, and he had a dream about the others, which that's the army of the dead. Do I think that he was a dragon dreamer? No. If he was a dragon dreamer, we would have other stories of Ares having some sort of dragon dream. Thank you, Brie. We don't. So the other theory is that either Bran or Bloodraven tapped into the werewoods, or whatever magic you'd like to choose, try to send him a message, burn them all, meaning the army of the dead, which is the others. I say both in case you're show only, because we're not rude about that. We try not to be. Maybe, and I'm leaning towards no. I think he really just had PTSD because he was an asshole to start with, and then he was tortured for a very long time. So I just think he just wanted to burn people. I don't think he was a dragon dreamer, and I don't necessarily think anybody tried to send him a forced dream. I just think he was not a good person. Jon Snow's burn them in winds is going to slap when talking about the mutineers. Oh, God. When we get winds? When we get winds? In the next couple days? I'm fine without winds because of the artwork. That's my winds. That's my dream spring. Targaryens never do peace. That is correct. They all were in the trenches. Yeah, Aegon's correct. That's not going to be the way the mutineers go. All right, so all of this stuff that you're seeing happen in House of the Dragon, the stuff that is close to source material, you'll notice they don't really give a damn about the small folk. They're starving or they're burned or whatever. That's part of Daenerys's story. Daenerys, by herself and her children, is attempting to right the wrongs of her ancestors, her family. That is why she is trying to destroy the slave trade. And she's trying to help, thank you, Bree, the most vulnerable population. She's trying to right the wrongs. That is her entire purpose, is to right the wrongs of her family and then bring fire to ice. That is why the dragons were born. That is why she dreamed of it. I am not an ordinary woman. My dreams come true. Oh, God. Aegon is correct. They should not say Dracarys in House of the Dragon. That is something Daenerys came up with in the future. So it makes absolutely no sense for them to say Dracarys in House of the Dragon. It's really corny, and it irritates me every time I hear it as well. God forbid you have some thought and come up with your own word. Dracarys wasn't a thing until Daenerys. And that's way in the future. Thank you for the follow. Yes, it's very painful. Now, my question is, though, who, so the small folk are the ones that are like, oh, Aegon, I don't think you were here. I explained. Oh, by the way, I'm supposed to ask for follows if you like deep dives on Targaryen history. You should follow me, by the way. Also, that orange heart, you should touch that and send me a heart me because you get access to stickers. You're just joining my fan club for a penny. And I really appreciate it. Thank you. Even if you've already sent one, like, resend or whatever. See? I'm such a good salesperson. Hello. Yes, follow, share, do the things. Who are you supposed to be rooting for in House of the Dragon? The dragons. It's not going to work out well. They don't have a choice. I'm not even saying you should root for the small folk. Some of them are assholes. It's the dragons. Honey, there is no Rhaenyra. Like, I mean, unless that's somebody's OC. Who are you talking about? Are you talking about Rhaenyra? You got to give me something. Bad versus bad. Exactly. Oh, how lovely. Let me go ahead and block that. Oh, way to go, Jess. Rhaenyra? No. There's no hero in House of the Dragon. None. There's no hero. If you want to root for somebody, yeah, root for the dragons. Or, if you want to, you could root for the beer. You're welcome. You should be rooting for the end credits in the whole show. This last episode, hello. Dale, you are correct. The dance was dumb. It just destroyed the dragons. You are correct. Very nice. Oh my god. Sheep Stealer? Sheep Stealer didn't go rogue. What's going on here? Queen shit. We're talking about House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones, anything related to that. See? House of the Dragon. Sheep Stealer didn't go rogue, honey. Sheep Stealer was a wild dragon that stayed away from people. He just ate sheep. And he was force bonded with Rhaenyra, which doesn't even happen. Doesn't even happen. And as soon as she bonded with him, she decided to take him on a joyride into a battle. It was completely ignorant. Completely. How did I make this chair? I didn't make it. The chair was actually created by a very big dragon named Balerion, the Black Dread. I can't take credit for that. He's even bigger than my dragon. Now, will my dragon be that big at some point? Yes. But the credit goes to Balerion the Black Dread and Aegon the Conqueror. I swear, if they're merging Ormond's nonsense with the shepherd, yikes. Aegon, I think that's exactly what's happening. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Bree. I will defend Sheep Stealer as well. It would be like setting a stray dog loose at a dog park. Chelsea's correct. Last episode, it seemed to show what old Valyria dragons, Targaryens represent the evil. That's a joke. Are you kidding me? You think Targaryens represent the evil? Read something. The dance happens because you have to go through the hell to have a savior. You idiot. Ugh. As if. Do I have a dragon? I have a ton. Follow me and go look. Here's side-eye from a dragon just for you. You know who represents evil? Jon Snow. Ygritte straight tells him his name is evil. And that is why Jon Snow is bleeding out in the snow and Daenerys is alive. Can I pet that dog? Yes, Ray, you certainly can, sweetheart. All right, and Jessica's correct. No one told Jace to go out there. Yep. Follow me if you're interested in deep dives. That's what I'm supposed to say. And join my fan club. It costs a penny. Why not? So, Aegon, question. Hello, I'm great. Thank you for asking. How are you? How close was Game of Thrones to the source material? Very good question. Thank you. Yeah, it's all right, Rhaenyra, sweetheart. The further Game of Thrones goes, the less it follows source material because they ran out. Some people will say, this is a heavily debated topic. Some people say it fell off in season 5, 6, 7, and definitely 8. No, you're not all over the place. No, I want questions. Ask me questions. I enjoy this. Why do you think I'm here? So, okay, I'll put it this way. Thank you. It's a very good song. They started deviating season 2, but heavily by 4. See, that's why I said 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we did not get Lady Stoneheart, but Chelsea, there's new Lady Stoneheart artwork in the calendar that's coming out. We can look at it if you'd like. Yeah, season 7 and 8 don't exist. They really don't. Yeah, as soon as season 2, but it doesn't get bad until a bit later. We can do that. So there's been a bit of drama going on, and we'll talk about it because I love it, because it's like fandom drama. You know what? Look at what Shades is saying. Why didn't Randall Tarly kneel for Daenerys? Because his house served the Targaryens. Bad writing. Bad writing. Aegon, I think I have. Let me see how many I found. I think I have the post you're talking about, I think. Hopefully. I posted in the Discord. Alright. Okay. It may not be every single one, but so far, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This person posted 8, so with Daenerys, that'd be 9. Do you know if anybody posted all of them? Thank you, Bree. Yes, we have Stannis the Manus. Hello, thank you. That's very nice of you to say. I'm really nice to people that are nice to me. Ooh, my fan club's completed the first stage of the Heart Me Challenge. Yay! Don't forget to do your Heart Me. It makes me happy. It costs a penny. Okay, all are on Twitter. All right, let me go, because I don't want to miss any. La, la. Just know when you're watching and Sunfire magically comes to life, just know I'm somewhere screaming. Oh, also, this, I know it's backwards. This is also at San Diego Comic-Con. It says Daeron is the true king. So what is it looking like? We're about to have Aegon versus Daeron. And I know that's going to upset a lot of people. I don't like it either. It's weird. It's very weird because this whole Daeron thing's manufactured. So I would assume what most people think, Daeron is Vhagar, and that's where they got the idea. I don't know if it's ever going to be Aegon versus Rhaenyra. I don't. This show does not follow source material whatsoever. And so now we've got Daeron. Which, it's a bit, it's just weird. Because he's like, he's kind of a fan favorite, or was. People were very excited to see him because, I mean, he's a dragon rider and he's got a really cool dragon. Who is he? Who is Daeron? Alicent's son, Aegon's brother. Season 4 is going to be rushed. I know, Aegon, it's going to be awful. Season 4, the podcast is probably just going to be me making sounds. Probably. See, the reason Jessica's asking me who Daeron is because things aren't explicitly explained. Alicent, her children. She had Aegon, Aemond, Helena, Daeron, the youngest in the show. Daeron, we haven't seen until now because he was shipped off to be raised by her family with his dragon, Tessarion, who's a she-dragon, very beautiful. Yeah, Bree is correct. Yes. Season 4 is going to just be... So, we're going to end up with Daeron versus Aegon. And why? I don't know. I really don't. Alright. We're going to look at the artwork. And... if they cut the Hour of the Wolf, people are going to be so mad. What's one thing you've enjoyed seeing in House of the Dragon? That's a really good question. Thank you. Joshua? One thing I've enjoyed in House of the Dragon is in season 1, some season 2, a bit in season 3. what they did before the show even began was they had a team of artists do a lot of thought and research on how to have this many dragons and it not seem dull. Meaning, every time you get a new dragon, it's interesting. So they're going to have to look very different. So there's 3 types in House of the Dragon, and the type of dragon is based on the shape of their skull. So, and there's a couple that are out of the 3 types even. It's made me very happy at how much went into the design of each dragon. There's even some choices about the dragons they've made that go off source material that I don't mind because it makes sense visually. I actually did a whole live stream about it. The Starks deserve their hour crashing out horribly. Yeah, if they skip Hour of the Wolf, like, people are going to be really damn mad. Really mad. Thank you. That was our question. The books describe the differences in the dragons. Yes, mostly color and size. They've made, okay. The dragons are much brighter colored in the books, and their flame matches their color. No, we don't have that in the show. It irritates a lot of people. So in Game of Thrones, Drogon's flame would be black with like a little red. It's that. Vhagar's actually not green, but I don't mind that because I just think it makes her more noticeable. I really don't. They did copy paste with Drogon and then made the rest. Like, they literally reused the CGI for Drogon in season 2 of House of the Dragon. There's been some lazy. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, House of the Dragon has a very bland color palette. The entire show does. It goes everything from the dragons to the costumes. Like, we've been talking about, Alice Rivers has on a beautiful dress this season. It is a deep, beautiful purple, and almost all that color is lost. They put a filter on every episode that just grays everything out. It just makes everything blend together and nothing stand out. I don't understand it visually at all. Never have. Thank you. Thank you, TikTok Angel. I promise y'all, Hour of the Wolf is not happening. There's maybe a 5% chance they time skip. Okay, thank you for the follow. Okay, guys, if Aegon says that, Valar Dohaeris, if Aegon says that, guys, we're not getting Hour of the Wolf. It's almost impossible unless they completely change and omit the rest of the story. Guys, that means we're not getting it. Or we might get some weird little tiny, like, Hour of the Wolf's paw. Hey, you know what? Can we call it that then? Hour of the Wolf paw? If it's small? Maybe? Should we have some merch? I'm just asking. That's in the least that they'll show the aftermath, but not it happening. Chelsea, we've already had that. See, that's what we got with the burning mill. We got a burnt mill and no fight. People are already irritated. People are very, very irritated. Like, you can see it on TikTok. You can see it all different places, in a comment section, anywhere. Literally, there's people that are mad because okay. Keep in mind, season 4 is a shortened season as well. Are you kidding me? What's it going to be, 6 episodes? I have not seen The Odyssey. I probably won't, to be honest with you. Oh God, a shortened season. You know, that always goes well. 7 or 8, I think. Okay. Ugh. Okay, that's really gonna bother people. Dreamfyre looks like Drogon's twin. Well, yes, right. And Dreamfyre better stay that way. That's my kid's biological mother. Can we please have that stay the same? Jess, I love you. There's been so many leaks, we won't even see what happens to Daeron. He'll disappear. Probably yes. Daeron's dragon is adorable. That is correct. Yes. I mean, they mostly just recolored Drogon's VFX model. Correct. The problem is, oh yeah, Brie, I want to talk about that. The problem is, guys, when I tell you, I was really lucky one night. Really, really lucky. I had someone in my chat whom I've spoken to, whose uncle was actually one of the people that got to work on the VFX work on Drogon, and had told her many stories. When I tell you, those people were dedicated. They were dedicated. Yes. I've gotten to speak to some incredible people. I've gotten opportunities I never thought I would have. I'm very grateful. Guys, that team, like, that was their baby. And the other dragons too. But Drogon was their baby. That's who you see the most. If you go back and watch, just for me, or I can pull it up if you want. If you watch the scene, the dragon pit, the first time Cersei ever sees Daenerys, say what you will about the later seasons, the VFX team, the music and them never dropped in quality. When Drogon climbs down, and I will bring this up till the ends of time, when he climbs down, you can see the skeletal structure and the muscles moving. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. When you see, a lot of people really like Spoils of War. That is the scene where you have the Lannister army. They've just sacked House Tyrell and gotten all their grain and money. And that is one of a lot of people's favorite scenes, when you have Bronn and Jaime's like, yeah, we got this. And Bronn's like, no. And Jaime's like, yeah, we can take them. And that is when you hear the music. And I get chill bumps even talking about it. And that is when you see Drogon and you see Daenerys. Right behind a whole bunch of Dothraki, which, funny enough, Robert Baratheon predicted in the first season. A Targaryen? Yes, season 8 got sloppy in the bells, though. Yes, Aegon, that is correct. I don't talk about it much because I can't watch it. So, when you see Drogon, which, God knows, nothing makes sense. That's all she had to do at the Red Keep, is just bring her army and have Drogon just make a path. That's it. Funny we can do it to the Lannisters, we can't do it any other time. When you see Drogon's flame, that's not just VFX. There was an actual flamethrower that was on a line. Like, that's what went into Drogon. Like, I need you to know that. I need you to understand what links they went through to make that dragon look so badass. And then I need you to understand that's not happening in House of the Dragon. And if you think about that, a lot of things are going to make more sense. So, yes, her Blood Riders peak. Koi Koi. Right? Yes, there is a scene where Jon Snow does refer to Daenerys as a Southern girl, and I am aware of that. Yes, Chelsea makes a good point. In Game of Thrones, they had an IKEA budget and a dream. So, very valid point. So, what is the excuse of subpar costumes? There isn't one. Michelle Clapton did the costumes for Game of Thrones. She's an artist. She's very dedicated. She follows me on social media. What? I love her. Thank you. I can't tell you the name of the costume designer in House of the Dragon. Look, I mean, you want Queen's honesty, I'll give it to you. I'm fine with that. It means I don't rival anything. There is not one costume in House of the Dragon that compares to anything Daenerys wore. We're going to look at some artwork now. Sometimes, yes. Sometimes the books do go into detail on the costumes, especially what women wear in Karth, which I feel like Joshua would be a big fan of the Karthine style dress for women. If anyone wants to know what that is, I'll let you know. If you know, let me know, because I find that funny. George in descriptions, and George likes titties. What? Can you serve as Unsullied? How? I very much appreciate that, but the only people that serve me are free. So if you would like to volunteer to join me, you can. But a dragon is not a slave. And that's why I'm the biggest Daenerys on the fucking internet. Shh. All right. Aegon, it's fine if they want to do that. Artwork. La la la. Okay. What we're talking about House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones, and everything that's related to it. So we get very excited when a new calendar is going to come out because we get new artwork. The artwork is beautiful and it's commissioned by George. So it's an amazing thing. Did I pre-order it? Of course I did. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why do people only post some? All right, let me just save these. These are better quality anyway. If you would like to see what certain characters look like, I will show you. Okay. Hey, Aegon, do some people already have their calendars? You know what? Let me check and see when I'm getting mine. Because people are taking pictures of their calendar and posting them. Aegon knows everything. Dragons in Game of Thrones are shown to grow quickly. Is this lore accurate? Thank you so much, Joshua. I love that question. Yes. Dragons grow faster when they're young. It slows down as they age. It is thought, though, black dragons grow faster and larger than any other dragon because they are likely some sort of hybrid between a wyvern and a fireworm. And the wyverns that are black are larger. So it would explain, and I can show you the picture, why Drogon is so much larger than his brothers. And why Balerion, the Black Dread, was massive. It seems as though black dragons just grow a lot larger. But it doesn't make the other ones small by any means. It just means they get bigger. Yeah, and what Lorador is saying, the thing is with George, what makes his fantasy so great is that he likes to apply real science to some of his stuff, especially dragons, which is why they don't have the 4 legs with the 2 wings. That's why They don't talk or anything like that. They act like animals. They go and steal somebody's goats or sheep, you know, and I like that. Sometimes when something gets really high fantasy, like Wheel of Time, I can't get into it because of all the swirly magic and stuff. Like, that's just not... Which is probably also why before Game of Thrones, I've always been a huge fan of Tolkien. Since I was a little girl. Because yet again, it's magic, but it's not the swirly magic cartoony stuff. They are highly intelligent. You are correct. Yes, dragons are highly intelligent, but they act like animals. Thank you. The next episode may also dip into the theory about dragons' gene. Oh, come on. What? Thank you. What do you mean? Are they just going to make up stuff? Yeah, I don't mind high fantasy if that's what it's supposed to be and it's like that. But I'll go ahead and tell you. Hello, Prince Charming. I'll go ahead and tell you, I'm more into fantasy that's got some realism. I don't know. It just sits better on my brain. Bree, we're going to have a lot to talk about. On the next podcast episode, we're probably going to have to just take a couple minutes and talk about Comic-Con. You know? All right, I was looking to see when my damn calendar is supposed to be here. Okay, mine says I'm not getting until August. Why do some people already have theirs? Thank you for the follow. They could make a show about Daenerys the Dreamer. Not unless they did a show about the Doom. You can't just... There's not enough. So Vhagar gets struck by lightning and it restarts his heart. Lord, or if that happens, like... So what? It's like... What? It's like... I'm gonna be... What? It's like somebody gonna go with like a crash cart? Oh, Preston Jacobs. I haven't thought about him in a minute. I think the theory is about the blood mixing. Okay. Is it going to be specifically about the, like, it's being diluted or what? Why do other people have their calendar and I don't? Okay. Can we get more than the same? Okay, yeah, I'll save this one. Oh my God, each person literally has different pictures. That's just all the pictures. Okay, I think I have all of them now. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. Artwork. Okay. I think it's about the theory of Valyrians mixing their blood with dragons. Okay. That's fine. As long as they don't just make something up like they've been doing and make a complete mockery of it. Like, I can't handle that. Like, that's happened way too many times. If they come up with something and say, like, the Targaryens drank dragon blood. If they do something like that, I can't. Chances are they probably will. Okay. We're going to look at artwork from the A Song of Ice and Fire calendar that's coming out. That for some reason mine is going to be here in a year. And other people already have theirs. Rude. If you're a fan of Stannis Baratheon, and this all connects to House of the Dragon, it's similar houses, it's the same universe, it's fine. That would be typical Hollywood, it would. Here we have Stannis with Lightbringer, and there you have Melisandre. I like this, especially I like Mel. I like how she's all like slinking there, like, and connected to him. Kind of like how all of her Eurazora High kind of like wiggled in his ear and got to his brain. And I like the fact that she's looking at us like she knows that we know that it's a crock of shit. But she's got a smirk like, yeah, it's working anyway, though. Is Lightbringer magical? Yes, Lightbringer is Drogon. Definitely encompasses her character, yes. You like when Rhaenyra acts like a dragon? She acts like a dragon in Fire and Blood more than in House of the Dragon. Stannis does look cool in the books. Because of the blood mixing from the days of old Valyria. If they just stick to that and they're vague, that's fine. But I just hope they don't do anything weird. No, it's not high fantasy with Lightbringer. It's prophecy. The whole point, or by the way, in my ring is Daenerys's ring. It's her crown that she has in the book. I've had this for years. That's dedication. Anyway, it's prophecy. Prophecy's that it's a flaming sword. Okay? What can a dragon be? A really big flaming sword. Prophecy, I cannot quote what George says, but prophecy in his world is meant to mess with your head. I cannot quote him. Yeah, Brie knows why. Yeah, Rhaenyra in Fire and Blood is a lot more forceful and sure of herself. The flame is the blade, the dragon is the hilt. There you go. See? Am I an elf? I mean, some people say the Valyrians are the elves of A Song of Ice and Fire. Sure. I know someone that sometimes refers to me as an elf. And I like it. Brie, I love you. So, I would like to point out, if you can see, that's her hair. She has some really pretty long hair, Melisandre. Yes, the children of the forest are elves. Dude, have some fun. Are you gonna... Hold on, guys. Let me find this out. Are you gonna be weird? Huh? We're gonna pause everything for you because you want my attention so bad. Are you gonna be a little weirdo? Vanessa, thank you for the question. I like the first 2 seasons. It's kind of fallen off. And we're talking about what we think is going to happen for the remainder. If you want to hear about elves and fantasy, go up here and scroll. Do I look like an elf? Do I have pointed ears? Does this have anything with an elf on it? We have rats and dragons. Bye. I bet you do like me, weirdo. Thank you. Oh, that is unattractive. Okay, I would assume this is the Hound and Arya. I guess this is probably the scene when Arya leaves him. Damn, he looks rough. Little nerd boys get so upset. So funny. Y'all ever notice it's always men? I'm always gonna have trolls. I talk fandom stuff. There's a lot of men that don't like that. A lot. And a lot of them live in basements. Rhaenyra, nobody's ever thought you were a poser, sweetheart. You don't have to know the book information to hang out in here at all. We do like to talk about it, though. It comes up a lot because... It's because the books are just so good. And then when the show doesn't do the books justice, then we end up talking about it. Yes, I do play dress up. I bet you're jealous that you don't have someone in your life that does, huh? Those lonely nights sitting there thinking about your mom naked. Thank you, Jessica. Lou, you know I don't like that. And what Lou is talking about, there are creators on this app that if you don't know the book lore, they ignore you, are rude to you, or refuse to speak to you. And I have a huge problem with that. Honey, it's fine. It's a House of the Dragon joke. Don't worry about it. There's a ton of weirdos. Thank you, Lou. Thank you. And guys, that's Lou. He's awesome. We've been friends for a really long time. You gotta understand, like, I've been doing this for years. There's a lot of people that come to my live streams because they've been treated poorly in the fandom. And it's sad. Now, you're going to see me treat some people poorly, but not because they haven't read the books. It's because they're rude. Because I can. And I have moderators. But seriously, there are people that are going to be rude if you don't know every little thing. Okay? I don't know everything. Yes, it's been a hyperfixation for quite some time. By the way, I think I'm going to start throwing rats at the screen when there's a troll. That was kind of fun. Thank you, Bree. By the way, if you're a super fan, you have access to stickers. If you look to the right, like where the chat box is to the right, like you're going to do an emoji, there's stickers and they're good. Okay, good question. I don't think you should engage the haters. They want a reaction out of you. Let me explain something. Thank you, Lou. I'm a grown woman that has been doing this for over 4 years. Nobody in the chat is going to make me do anything I don't want to do. Always remember that. If I insult someone, it's entertainment for my chat. The ones I ignore because I want to ignore them. The ones I don't ignore is because I don't want to ignore them. You might think I'm really upset and angry. No, I'm being entertaining. Please, if anybody could say anything to me in the chat and it bothered me, I would have stopped doing this a long time ago because they've literally said everything they can about me. So please, don't worry about me. I'm fine. But I appreciate it. No, I'm just saying. I don't want you guys to think I'm actually upset. It's funny. It's part of it, right? People don't understand that we can just log off. Aegon is correct. Correct. And Aegon is, God, me and Aegon have been friends for almost 4 years. Yeah. Plus, like, I don't know. Yeah, I know they like to get a rise out of me, but it's just funny for me to be able to say something funny to them, and then Jessica immediately blocks her. Bree does. It's been 84 years. It actually has. Honestly, mine and Aegon's friendship is actually the winds of winter. It is. I'm just saying. That's it. The winds of winter are the friends we met along the way. Everyone knows that. All right. A lot of people don't know that Tyrion in the books is not a good person. He looks worse than this later on, but here's artwork for the new calendar. That's Bronn and Tyrion. We're gonna zoom in on his little creepy self. This is the best he looks. Like, it gets way worse. He loses his nose. I know in the show it was a scar, but he actually loses his nose. But in the books, you'll be fine with him losing his nose. He's not a good person. Thank you. Yes, what Bree says, he is foul. Yeah, that was one thing George didn't like. Tyrion's not a hero. Okay, he does kind of look like Alfie. That's interesting. I didn't notice that. Now that's all I can see. All right, that's hilarious. All right. Now, this is interesting. This is House Tyrell. This is the bougiest artwork. Let me zoom in. In the center, you have Lady Olenna, the Queen of Thorns. House Tyrell is opulent. I mean, it's High Garden, it's the Reach, it's the most fertile area. They are so rich. The Knight of Flowers is slaying. There you go. How's that? It is. It's really good. It reminds me of Monty Python. That's probably on purpose. Let's see. That must be Mace. So, Mace. What is that? Mace, Garland, and Marjorie back there. So, yes. Very pretty. Very lavish. I mean, look. Can you see his cape has roses on it? That's very Tyrell. Very. A lot of people are very fond of that. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is creepy as hell. Ooh. So, I think a lot of people are going to be surprised by this one. Thank you. They look like Batman villains. You know what? Some people think the Tyrells are villains. Some people think they're not. Now, this is a villain. Aw, thank you, Joshua. Thank you for the crown. I appreciate it. This is Ramsay. Now, tell me that's not Ramsay if Ramsay had armor commissioned. Look at that. It's very much giving Dracula from 1992. If you know, you know. See that? Tell me that's not terrifying. Yeah. Very creepy Bolton. Very, I'm gonna flay you. Yeah, we got the banners back there. And then I guess that's Bloodraven watching to see what's going on. Always. Super creepy. Check this out. That's okay. That's like where his leg is on going over the horse. Are those flayed faces that he just made into something? Brie, you see it? I love that movie. Are they vampires? Lord, that is a long-term theory. If there are vampires, it's House Bolton. Now, there's a theory that Roose Bolton's a vampire. I don't think he's a vampire now. He does like leeches. Look at that, though. That's probably flayed faces. Okay, Lorder says it looks like faces. Reheating Leatherface's nachos. Aegon is correct. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's flayed faces that he's had made into something. Which, again, is very Ramsay. Trophies. Brie, I believe you are correct. Okay. All right, guys. A lot of people were upset that we didn't get Lady Stoneheart in the show. This Lady Stoneheart artwork is creepy as... Okay? I'm just telling you. Hello, everyone. I'm the Southern Mother Dragons. We're talking about House of the Dragon and anything attached to it. Here you go. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. What? It's Lady Stoneheart. She's not playing. At all. It's creepy. Look, a lot of this artwork is creepier than what we're used to, but it's supposed to be. John's mom. I like the theory that because he's gonna be resurrected, that they're gonna become a couple. I imagine the Boltons are descended from a vampire-esque ancestor, but mostly human now. Nah, they're just creepy people that got obsessed with skinning people. They look so alike. What about the Stone, the Jon Stoneheart alliance? I'm here for it. Go ahead, do it. Yep. Just y'all go ahead and do your undead whatever. But I mean, she really is creepy. Look at that. She's supposed to be creepy. She wasn't supposed to be brought back. The thing is, her neck, it's pretty bad. Yeah. There you go. She is beauty. She is grace. She might peel off your face. It's Lady Stoneheart. I'm just saying. She has a right to be pissed off. I'd be mad too. Okay. Who is this? This is one of the ones that I haven't seen yet. All right, Aegon, who's that? Is that Victorian? I don't know. Which one is this? I don't have a clue and it doesn't say. Okay, this is Victorian. You may not know who he is. There's a really bad version of Euron Greyjoy in Game of Thrones. This is his brother that was not in the series. Do I think Roose Bolton is a skin changer or a vampire? No, I don't. I do like that theory. It's very fun. But I don't think he's a skin changer. It is a great theory, though. And it's very interesting. But I don't think Roose switches bodies. I just think he's an old creepy man that likes leeches. Well, that's what they're saying on Twitter. Then we're going with it. It probably is. I guess this is Victorian before he has the whole hand thing. So we'll go with that. Now this is interesting. I need you guys to really pay attention to this one. Hey, Trip. Who can tell me who this is? Who is this? Come on. Who is this? Yeah, I don't think it's Euron. Hey, Jess, Bree, very nice. This is Cersei. Aegon's baby mom, one of them. Check this out. You see the paw? You see the claws? Nice. This is Cersei. Cersei is cool. She's not as smart in the books as she is in the show, but her chapters are great. All right. Notice this. The crown looks like it has Baratheon horns, but a lion in the center. This is great. This is my second favorite of all the artwork. 100%. I know, Brie, the detail. Look at that. So she has the long hair. She literally is wearing part of a lion. Okay, check this out. I assume that is the throne. I don't know what time period this is. I don't know who's on the throne. It could be a lot of people. Okay, it's Joffrey? All right. So Aegon says it's Joffrey, so it's Joffrey. You see how the individual swords are uneven and stuff? That's what it's supposed to look like. I mean, because it was a bunch of swords burned by a dragon. So, you know, obviously they're not perfect or comfortable. Hello, Clyde. Okay, so that's my second favorite. Okay, Aegon. Who's this? We already saw Stannis. Is this Thoros? Thank you, Brie. Is this Thoros? And Beric? I don't know who the hell else it would be. Hello, John of the Littles. Is Beric? Okay. Did they not put Thoros in it? Well, that's kind of sad. I'm just going to pretend like Thoros is behind him. I like Thoros. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Beric Dondarrion. Kind of surprised they do 2 flaming swords, but true. I think first men migrate to Westeros because Valyrians were... I don't know if logistically that's really... Hello, Bob the Builder. I don't know if logistically if that's possible. Okay. All right, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Apparently there's like 2 more. I'm gonna have to go dig for them. This is my favorite. This is Daenerys Targaryen. Yeah. First men migrated because they saw land and wanted to conquer it. That. What made me really happy is, so Aegon sent this to me because he knows I love Daenerys and her dragons. And he said, what do you notice? And I said, the dragons are huge, which obviously means they're older. And I'm sure he probably smiled when I said that and said about her. And I was like, and Aegon says, she's not a child. She's not. Some people are even pointing out that if you look toward the end of her hair, it looks like her hair has grown out and she might be older, and that might be silver hair of a different color that has grown out, meaning she's older. I don't have a problem with that at all. So the thing is, a lot of people on social media are saying that this is very purposeful from George. This lets you know that whatever happened in season 8 is not a thing. And at least until adulthood, she lives. And I was very emotional about that, and I'm really glad Aegon told me. It was very hard for me not to tear up. I did after. But if you look and you see how big Viserion is, and he's the smallest, and Drogon grows faster, this is years and years and years. And all 3 dragons are still there. Khal Drogo in the books was a total creep. I don't agree with that. Khal Drogo in the books, their first night together was consensual. It wasn't on the show. The thing with Khal Drogo, he's a Khal. He's the best of the Khals, but he's still a Khal. That's their culture. It's not their culture to have consensual on the first night. He did. Also, he took her away from the Khalasar for her first time. Am I saying it's right? No. He broke tradition for her, though. And it was consensual. So no, I don't think he was a creep in the books. He was creepier in the show, actually. He doesn't specify which art piece either. He lets the fandom figure it out. Yep. And that helps me. So I can live in my delusion. That might not be a delusion. All right, so supposedly there's like 2 more pictures. Let me see if I can find. Nah, most of this is older stuff. The 2 that most people are talking about, like the one of Cersei and the one of Daenerys, obviously. Oh God, fucking Rhaegar. Oh my God. Aegon. Hold on, let me screenshot this. Somebody saying Winds is coming out this year. You sweet summer child. Aegon, did you make those? I'm dead. It says, when your girlfriend is everything and you're just trying to keep up. Aegon, did you make this? Is this you under a different account? Is this you? You liked it? I know you. I know you. See? I saw that. I was like, hey, Mike, how are you? Oh, God, that. I know you. That is so you. Okay, let me try to put the year in. So does that mean there's no John? There's like actually no John art in the new one? I mean, I don't have a problem with John art, but like if there's not any, I do kind of like the tears of the Snow Bros. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, here's one of the. Okay, I found one. Okay, this looks like this is the mountain and the viper. So Oberyn Martell and Gregor Clegane. Found one. There's one more to find. Thank you, Bree. Hey, everybody. We're talking about House of the Dragon. Anything related to House of the Dragon or Game of Thrones? Apparently there's one more picture. I just keep seeing Daenerys over and over again. People come up with the most random stuff. There is no Jon Snow show. Like, people post that just to get people all riled up. Oh, the artist's name is Tyler Jacobson, by the way. What's this about? Some kind of drama. Okay, yeah, they were okay because like there was this whole thing with the illustrated A Feast for Crows. We talked about it. Like, I'm not getting into that. That's just all right. That's all I can find. I mean, when I get mine, I'll show y'all. Yeah, that's about it. I assume that's Victorian too. Nobody's saying anything else. Oh, that's nice. Drogon seems like he'll reach Balerian size. Caraxes and Vhagar had their own writers. So even Aegon the Conqueror doesn't have a pose like that. 4 dragons in a single frame. Daenerys supremacy. What a night. You know, I'm going to screenshot that. Screenshots for the long night. What? And a lot of people are just saying, guys, you just need to read between the lines of this. No, we're not getting... People are going to have to chill out about wins. They never will, though. For some strange reason, some people are saying it's going to come out in December. Yeah, sure. And when it doesn't, you can come here and you can talk about it. Okay. So now, let me go back over here. Because last time we did this was very interesting. Oh yeah, somebody posted, my conspiracy theory is that he lost the motivation to write wins because of how the show's ruined his work. And this makes me believe it even more. I've been saying that. It's just December 2085. Yes. December 2085, we're going to have wins. It's going to be great. Okay. If you don't know, if George is writing anything, it's more Dunk and Egg, which that's his right to do. Oh, that's nice. Somebody animated the picture of Daenerys. I like that. What? I'm sorry. Okay. If somebody on social media, like, post as one of the dragons, I follow them because it's usually funny. And if you know me, it's not surprising at all. And I follow Vermithor and I also follow Caraxes. And, like, it's just a picture of Caraxes with, like, all of the illegal activity he's ever done. And it's just theft, fraud, assault, scamming, blackmail, psychological abuse, money laundering, trespassing, grave robbing, and tax evasion. X, you're not the only one ready for the Butcher's Ball. Just in case you don't know, the Butcher's Ball is the fall of Kristen Cole. Everybody is pretty excited for him to finally go away. And that's so dumb looking. I'm sorry, but this is so corny. Like, hey, look, I'm a witch. I'm gonna snap my fingers and bats appear. I would just like to point out that my witch, at least, does cooler stuff than this. And actually sees visions and flames. This witch snaps her fingers and bats appear. So wait a minute. Bats and cats and rats. Oh my God, we should make a new song. I love that. Apparently it's in the first 6 minutes. Great. Get ready for the quickest 7 to 9 minutes of your life of that scene. Hello. I mean, I'm just ready for him to go. Like, yes, bats and cats and rats. Just in case y'all didn't hear it, I made a really, really great song about Kristen Cole and Gwen. I posted it. Yeah, it's really good. We should listen to it. It's literally just about them going nowhere. Also, thank you for the follow. I also made a song about Rhaenyra too. And the rats. Dude, this song is a bop. I'm sorry. Daeron's gonna end Aemond. Good, I hope he does. No, right? It's just funny. Kristen smiles a little more, starts acting stranger than before. Gwaine sighs, this quest's absurd. Yes. Still they trudge without a word. Moss on boots and bark on sleeves. Aegon, it's funny. It's the chorus is the best. Just two fools and a stubborn man. We're almost there. We're almost there. Not a clue, but we don't care. We're almost there. We're almost there. Keep on walking if you dare. Like the picture. The name of the song is We're Almost There. Look at that. Kristen points at a crooked hill, says, trust me now, we're climbing still. Gwaine stares like he's lost his name, then mutters, this is all a game. It's literally just a song about how they're not going anywhere. It is. It is. Y'all have to understand, like, I'm really trying to provide really great content for you guys, and while I'm doing it, like, I have tears running down my face. That is, that's, We're Almost There. The other song is Rats and Cats and Rhaenyra. Since Rhaenyra's in here, I'm probably not going to play that one right now. We might do that later. There's apparently an Alicent and Rhaenyra kiss. I would not be surprised at all. Like, ew, thank you. Thank you, Joshua. Oh, thank you, Joshua. You don't have to do that, but thank you. I don't really... So, if Kristen's gone within the first, like, 6 minutes, what's Gwaine gonna do? Just cry? I'm sorry, but, like, I know how we felt about last season with Harrenhal and how long it went on. That's how I feel about the scenes. Thank you. With Gwaine and Kristen. And Kristen's this, like, depressed thing. He left last episode. Like, you think he's just gonna be gone now? Like, gone? Yeah, he's gonna lose to Shayla. Gwaine became my second favorite character just from his expressions this season. Yes. We talked about that on the podcast, and here we go. We just watch that and repeat if you want. I mean, I don't really have to say anything, do I? That's what Brie likes, is that it's because, okay, in this last episode, the way me and the people that are on my podcast, my very close friends, which is Brie, Bear Down has been on it, Jessica has been on it. We kind of just do, like, whoever's free and can, we all watch it, and then we get together and record and, like, talk about it. It's really good. It's really funny. It's very popular. And what we've all been kind of saying is that we're either Daemon or Gwaine. Because Daemon is fed up with Rhaenyra and wants her to just be a bitch. Just be a bitch. And then Gwaine has thought this entire time that there was actually a point, and he's realized there is no point. Probably have him marry Rhaena. Oh, God. That's a rumor, y'all, by the way. Thank you for putting that, Jess. Like, there's a rumor that Aemond and Rhaena are going to get married. I don't know. I'm fed up with him, too. Look, honestly, at this point, I think we're fed up with everybody except Helena. Pretty much. I think. I don't know what's going to happen to her. The fact that she's pregnant with Maelor now is so weird. So weird. That's such an odd choice. It's probably going to be a shock value thing. This there, doom and ruin surround us. I'm sorry, but the needs an antidepressant, Kristen Cole, like, it's time. It's time. Like, he's been like this. He shouldn't have lasted this long. Like, that's time that we could be looking at dragons. Speaking of dragons, we're going to talk about sea smoke. Yeah, I want to see her snap. Yes, yes, yes. All right, Aegon. If I get something from Aegon, it's either going to be pro Daenerys, it's going to shit on Jon, or shit on House of the Dragon. And I know it's always going to be good. Oh, God. It's Ryan Condal. Ryan Condal said Nettles was cut because he felt a noble lady claiming a wild dragon would be more interesting. Are you serious? He also admitted the decision was driven by a desire to preserve Rhaenyra and Daemon's relationship. You dumbass. And see, that's why George said it's not his story. I don't want to listen to it. I gotta listen to his voice. I'm not gonna be able to help the face I make.
Pairing a wild dragon with a lady of noble blood that then becomes, somewhat feral herself, which is a very interesting story to tell that helps keep us at the core of where we wanted to take, Rhaenyra and Daemon's relationship. It did not feel like, to us, an infidelity story was someplace that we wanted to go with Daemon and Rhaenyra, given everything they had been through to this point. I think the audience really wants to see this couple work out, but they both have, and it felt like pairing a wild dragon with a lady of noble blood that then
the point of Nettles is that she's not rich and she gets a dragon. That's the point. She's not noble and gets a fucking dragon. That's the point. I do not like him. I do not like this man. I do not like this man. They didn't want an infidelity story? Fine. Then use the part of the story that says Nettles and he was a father figure to her. Why not that? Yes, we don't get mourning. There is a pink dragon that exists that is not going to be in House of the Dragon, and we don't get it. That's my favorite color. You know what? I need to either paint a dragon pink or something. Fine. By Sunday, okay? Because Sunday, we pregame. Sunday, I'm going to have mourning, okay? I'm going to make mourning out of something. It'll be fun for me. It'll be stress relief after listening to this. By the way, nice hair. Either shave it or douchebag. Right, that's Ryan Condal, by the way. He was mean to my grandfather. Ugh, Aegon, he's so ick. He gives me the ick. Oh, he gives me the ick. Why does he think...
Becomes, somewhat feral herself.
Stop.
Which is a very
Silence.
interesting...
Go away. I don't like you. Blech. Hold on. Give me a second. Count to 10. That was a Willy Wonka reference. Here's my question. What should you serve your wife and her boyfriend for breakfast in the morning? If you want to do like a really cool theme, what you're probably going to need to do What can I say that's not going to get me in trouble? See, that's the problem. That's the problem that I have sometimes. Here, picture it. I would make it self-serve because you like to watch. So I would probably do buffet style and let them do their thing while you sit to the side, right? And I would say the theme should be regular breakfast items, but small. Like there's sausage, but it's like this. What do you think about that? Hey, Joshua. Huh? Is that good? So you just sit off to the side and watch them eat. Okay. See what Lorador said. Okay. Okay, now let me ask you this. Is that the best answer you've heard tonight? That's all I want to know. Huh? Makes sense. Yes, by far. All right. See? We're creative here. We're creative people. So that's it. Little tiny sausages and they can serve themselves. But your plate's going to be even smaller. But you're okay with that. You're okay with that. Yeah, look, man, I'm not judging anybody's thing. Everybody's got their own thing. He was polite. He likes to watch. All right. What is this? Oh, it's a clip. What's this say?
And so Sir Criston fights.
Oh, wait a minute. So we got Gwaine hanging out with Ormond and Daeron. Bree. We got a little clip. Gwaine looks really depressed.
And so Sir Criston fights on, and yet you have returned. Because I guess fighting on is madness. Do you think me mad, Your Grace?
No. Sad. You mean to fight on? With what? There's a dragon sitting on the hill above us, and 5 more not 30 leagues away.
Rhaenyra will not burn her own subjects. She is a woman.
Oh, fucking A.
People ask why.
Is that a Daenerys dig? Is that a Daenerys dig? Thank you, David. Is that a Daenerys dig? She will not burn her own people. She's a woman. I'm gonna break something. I can't. I wanted to break the rat. I can't even break the rat. Fuck you. Are you serious? That's what we have to look forward to? Now we're making digs about the bells? Are they gonna ring a bell? I'm gonna crash out. I don't have anything to break. David, look, I inspire you. You know? I inspire a lot of people. I'm glad I inspire you. Look, it's a good color on me. Just imagine if I hadn't put this on there. I had to do this for modesty. Someone needs a hug? Hell yeah. I will only accept hugs from certain individuals, though. It's a thing. Oh, hello. I'll accept a hug from him. Twice. Thank you. If any of you message him. Shades, this is an alternate version of her dress she wears in Karth. Yeah. Okay, so Gwaine shows up and Ormond's like, why are you here? And Criston's still fighting. And Gwaine's like, because there's no reason to fight. And he's mad at him. So is he just gonna send him back out there, I guess? Hey, Mayor. By the way, if you want to be nice, there's an orange heart right there. Click it. And it's a penny. and send a heart me. TikTok really likes it when people do that. Okay, Rhaenyra says she's actually going to do it. Okay, yeah, that's the thing. Like, they specifically said she won't burn people because she's a woman. So that probably means she will. So are we going to have our own bells? Thank you, Shades. Wow, are we going to have bells 2.0? Huh? That's what it sounds like. Are they just really trying to make us not like Ormond, huh? I already didn't like him. Oh, Gwaine looks sad as hell. All right. Let's see what else we got. Okay. Here's a dragon that doesn't get a lot of love because it's so briefly seen. But Moondancer is Baela's dragon. He's a really cool design. Somebody gathered together the 4 pictures because we don't get a lot, but I just kind of want to give credit because Moondancer looks really cool. My favorite part is this. That's the only dragon we have that has a head like that. So shout out to Baela and Moondancer. Do I enjoy book Daemon or show Daemon? Both. He just abandoned his boyfriend. Of course he's depressed. Right, that is correct. He basically had his boyfriend tell him, like, man, I've got no meaning, no purpose. And he's like, ah. Yeah, Moondancer's really cool. So this is what I hope. I really hope, because Iron Studios is doing the Caraxes that I posted, and they reached out to me and we talked, and it's not just Caraxes. It's going to be a series, and what I really hope is that it's a big series, and we eventually get each dragon from House of the Dragon. Moondancer doesn't get a lot of screen time, but I would really love to see a statue of Moondancer. I really feel like people don't know how cool Moondancer is. I'm kind of confused by that, but okay. I do like the Ormond Hightower Princess Bubblegum thing. Yeah. The thing is, though, like, I'm fine with that. Honestly, Kristen needs to get over his weird, what would we call that? He's bitter, but I don't know what kind of kink you would call that. That's real specific. He's got something. I don't even know what to call it. A stalker? Yeah. Delusional, too. He likes to sleep with women that are of noble birth that he knows won't keep him. What do you call that? Even in the show, I would like to point out, my roster's fantastic. It's so great. I'm just saying. Hold on. I'm thirsty. It's great. Dude abused Rhaenyra's children just because she was... Yes, he is petty. A lot of people call Kristen Cole, like, House of the Dragon's incel. Because he just hates women and he's mean. I don't know. He sleeps for a place to sleep. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's this weird thing where Alicent moves into Rhaenyra's quarters and they don't change the furniture, which is probably budget. But to me, like, when Kristen and Alicent are getting together, like, I'm sitting here thinking, like, that both of them are pretending the other one is Rhaenyra. There. Like that. Oh, God. Jaime Jamie. Jamie Lannister would destroy Kristen Cole. That's why I laugh so hard when Kristen calls himself the greatest warrior in Westeros, or whatever the hell he says. Unless you're talking about, like, a kid. But are we talking about, like, has both hands Jamie Lannister versus Kristen Cole? Jamie. Yeah, I'm asking, are we talking about 15-year-old Jamie that isn't seasoned, or are we talking about Jamie before he loses his hand? Honey, I've got lots of dragons. Yes. Season 1 Jamie Lannister destroys Kristen Cole. Honey, I've got a lot of dragons. Or were you want me to say it? You want me to say it? Is that what you want? Is that what you really want? Is that why you came in here and said I need a dragon? Because you were secretly hoping that I would say it? Do I have a Jason Momoa? I have a cardboard cutout. Does that count? Thank you, Hollywood. I'm glad, Ray. So is that why? You want me to say the words? Say the words. The question is, am I going to do it? I don't know. I haven't decided. But as you stating that I need Jason Momoa is very happy where he is. But I do know someone that's very attractive with long hair that is perfectly happy. You can take from that whatever you'd like. Thank you, Bill. Welcome to the Red Keep. As you can see, it's real. So I don't really need a Jason Momoa. I'm just saying. I was very vague. You have no idea what I'm talking about. Vague. Although Jessica's probably snickering. I can hear her. Someone else is smiling. I'm psychic. Where are my dragons? You're welcome. What is it made from? The swords of my enemies. Daenerys and Rhiannon? Are you talking about Rhiannon the myth or the song? That's interesting. I like Stevie Nicks. I don't really think Daenerys and a witch have a lot in common. Do I think Drogo was poisoned by Viserys or the witch? The witch. He is a huge music head. That is correct. He likes Grateful Dead. No, that's explicitly stated. It's because he didn't follow the witch's instructions, but yeah, it was Miri Mazdur. Viserys wouldn't. I mean, he would poison somebody, but no, he needs Drogo for his army, for the whole giant Khalasar. You're telling me to read something? Did you not read what he just asked? You're going to teach me something? Oh, you have 3 followers. I'm so sorry. My bad. I didn't know that you had 3 followers. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. You can leave. You like dragons? I like dragons too. I like dragon people that are assholes. Bye-bye. I was asked if it was Viserys. Yes. That's who likes to be rude to me. It's funny. See, that's the thing. They come in, they're rude. I laugh at them. They like it. They could at least gift before. I mean, yes, they're very lame. Apex. I like dragons that rule the sky. Very much. I like dragons. I like all kinds of dragons. I also like their eggs. I have a lot of dragons. I have a lot of really big dragons. And small ones. Oh, their negativity doesn't bother me. I feed off of it. I drink their blood. I steal their essence. That's why I don't age. Ryan, it never left. Thank you, Brie. What do you mean coming back? It never left. People still talk about it. Oh, God's wisdom is here. Perfect. Perfect. Hello, God's wisdom. How are you? I hope you say something. Hello, Mike. Thank you, Hollywood. I appreciate it. And by the way, if you really want to make me happy, click the orange heart and send me a heart meat. It costs a penny. Hello, Victor. How are you? Is God's wisdom not going to say anything? Because that's disappointing. No. All right. Moving on. Very sad. Thank you, Brie. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, Rhaenyra. I think you're right. Ooh. Joshua. You got a sticker. Notice you didn't say anything a little while ago. Are you shy? Do I make you shy? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not going to answer that question because you obviously know the answer to that. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Hollywood. Yeah, Rhaenyra, it looks like he's going to eat his words is what this looks like. Which is probably why they had him say that. Yep. So, does that mean we're going to see Rhaenyra on Syrax? Anybody think? I know. Hey, Paw! Paw! Hey! Oh my God, I've missed you. Hey! Everybody say hey to Paw. How are you? You've been so busy. I saw your picture. You're so handsome. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Look at all the haze. Yes, Pawpaw's the best. The absolute best. So, if I had to guess, guys, he's upside down. There he goes. It's, this is his Jaime Lannister moment. They're going to rip off, Spoils of War, probably. And have the Hightowers, like, all like, yeah, we got them. And then the dragons descend. Pawpaw, is always wonderful to see you. I know you're very busy. Yeah, Brie, it looks like they're going to rip that off, which, not shocking. If you guys noticed, the whole plot last episode was just ripped off from the Sons of the Harpy and the Unsullied. Picking them off. Same thing. Pawpaw, we're just kind of being vague. And we were looking at some artwork, so we're not really getting that much into spoilers. We were just looking at some pictures and kind of like thinking what we might see. Oh God, yeah. I don't know what that is. It looks like, hold on. I don't know. That's supposedly what Ormond's looking at. Maybe it's dragon poo. I'm not really sure. I guess they're gonna throw something at him. If he's not reacting to a dragon like that, it is going to be a little lame. If they just have like trebuchets, it could be. Will Ormond die or just speculation? Rhaenyra, you're funny. The last one you saw, Sheep Stealer burn the flag. Yeah. Yeah, we've been sticking up for Sheep Stealer though. It's not his fault. It really isn't. Yeah, we're pro Sheep Stealer. I don't know if Ormond's gonna die because there's this weird rumor that he's gonna marry Rhaena. I don't know. Like, that rumor's so weird. Like, I feel like it's true because it's so weird. Hey, Phil. You know? You know when a rumor is so odd, it's like, that's probably true. I guess we'll see. What else we got? Yeah, I don't need to see a weird picture of Nicolas Cage, I'll tell you that. Okay, that's funny, but I can't show that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jessica told me about this. A dragon from House of the Dragon took to the skies in real life after it was spotted flying over Scotland. The realistic animatronic Syrax was created using 3D scans and features 23 moving parts. I think that's cool. All right, Rhaenyra says he's gone. Yeah, Paw. He does have a really bad underbite, but he's wild. So the thing is, the family wasn't able to get him braces, because he's wild. So, I mean, he's made it this long. To be honest with you, I think he uses it to his advantage and kind of, when he's picking up sheep, kind of uses the underbite to scoop them up. So, if it's working for him, we're fine with it. Is Ormond older than Rhaena? In the show, probably not that much, actually. Not enough that it would be weird. Not for that time. I could see it. Rhaenyra says everyone's on her list at this point. You know what? Everyone but Helena. I agree. Huh? Okay, yeah, that's just weird. I'm just moving past that. I can't. Who is that? No, I don't care about that. Oh my God. Somebody, Rhaenyra. Somebody met Crispy. Oh, Jesus. Look at this. Okay, this woman met, what's his name? Kristen Cole. And got him to sign this thing that says Forbidden Love forged on the battlefield. And it's called Brokeback Riverlands. Are you kidding me? And he took a picture of it. Paw, you be careful now, and you better make sure you got a saddle, okay? We need to be careful with you. We don't have that many good ones, and you're a good one. This is hilarious. I mean, Forbidden Love forged on the battlefield, Brokeback Riverlands, Gwainston. Fabian, that's his name. He thought it was so funny, he took a picture of it. This means he ships it. He totally ships it. Okay, then it's real then, right? Right? I know! What Bree says, that's the kind of fandom I want more of. Yes! Be funny. Have fun. Still have the saddle at 7 more. All right, see? See? Very nice, Pawpaw. Very nice. Pawpaw adopted me quite some time ago. I think it's been a couple years. Let's see. What else we got? That's why I just like to scroll, because there's little nice things like that we can find. There's a picture of Harwin. I'm just going to keep scrolling past that. Not saying a thing. Oh, here we go. Look outside. Okay. We got, there's video of the animatronic dragon. Over Scotland. Now, my question is, what did they do with that when they were done? What? Hey, Desiree, I'm sorry, honey. Did it come through? I don't think it came through. I don't see it. You probably said a word that got blocked. Yeah, there's no comment, honey. Nope. Sometimes there's random words that get something blocked so they don't go through. It's in your house? Okay. It is Syrax. Imagine going home after drinking all night, looking up and seeing that. Bree, it has been about 2 years, Paul. 2 very nice years, and I'm very lucky. You know I love you. Papa, you're a nice looking man, Papa. We have good genetics. Man. Of course, that's my question. What'd they do with the dragon after? I mean... Okay, what else we got? Okay, this is funny. Jon Snow haunting Melisandre in the Winds of Winter after he gets trapped in Ghost. Bree, I'm the type of person that would message them and say, hey, where are you done with that? You done with that? You done with that dragon? Look, here's a great scene. Behind the scenes with Dario, Daenerys, and Missandei. That's just for fun. All right, Papa. People disagree with me, and everyone can have their own opinion. That's fine if you want to be wrong. Second Dario is hotter than first Dario to me, and I will always say that. Hello, Wes. Zaldrizes Bustari, Ixos Daor. Sorry, just looking for random stuff that's interesting. Or funny. Oh god, alright, here we go. Here's one. I love it when people have a good sense of humor. I don't know why we didn't do this like way sooner. Just scroll and look for funny stuff. Here we go. It says spot the difference. There is none. Wes, you're fine. We're really just kind of looking at memes and funny stuff, so you're fine. Poor thing. Ray, you're so funny. Hello, Galactic Gem. Oh god, Gray looks so sad. Yeah, it's the same thing. All right. What else we have? What? Oh my god. Okay, y'all, you know how I said that I follow accounts that are the dragons? And I told you I follow Vermithor. Vermithor 12 hours ago posted, "This 93-year-old lizard has fallen for the Gwainston propaganda. Vermithor ships Cole and Gwain." See, I like funny people. What is this edit? Is this some, like... I'm sorry, I didn't know this much effort was going into this. Thank you, Brie. How many edits are there of the two of them? Are you kidding me? Like, I thought, like, I was kind of doing something niche, but I didn't make them a couple in my song. Do I need to do part 2? Right, same. Because, right, just in case you didn't know, I am the biggest Daenerys Yara shipper. I mean, like, right now, right there, literally right there is my Daenerys and Yara Funko, like, combo. They're together. They always are. Right there. Real close. Like, I've done that for years. Yeah, they had great chemistry. She had way more chemistry with Yara than she did with Jon. No, that's my... And Yara was loyal to the very end. But yeah, no, they're right there. I'll take a picture for you. They look very nice together. Hey, man. Look, if I can't have it, I just fix it with Funko Pops. It's fine. Okay. What's this? It's another clip with Gwaine and Ormond and Daeron. It's kind of the same thing. Oh yeah, he's just talking crap about Rhaenyra. Oh yeah, this is a thing. Okay, it says Caraxes underwent surgery to change his eye color. This is the kind of stuff that irritates me. Like, this is funny, but it irritates me. All right, this is season 1. Caraxes, you see the eye? And that's season 3. It went from yellow to green. You know, you could just have a chart and just write down the eye color of the dragons. Yeah, right. In the books and in the show, yeah, I think. United Seven Kingdoms were there only 6 episodes in the first season. Yes, Paul. Only 6. I think they were being timid because they didn't know how it would go. And it went over so well, I'm hoping that we'll get more. It did really well. It got nominated for a lot of awards. So, no, you didn't. Honestly, I think they were a little leery. No dragons, lower budget. So they, hopeful but leery, and it did fantastic. So there's definitely going to be a bigger budget for the next season. Hell, it was so good. It's got George writing again. No, not wins. He's writing more Dunkin' Egg, which is fine. Let the man do what he wants. That's what I don't understand. I don't understand the people that think that he owes them something. He doesn't owe anybody anything. It's just strange. Yes, Rhaenyra, especially in Dorne. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. 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 I mean, even here's a little side note for you. Even Cersei, even though her thing is about power, but there's a little sneak peek for you. Hey, Aegon. Yeah, Paw. The opening of the first episode was kind of weird by the tree. Yeah, I think that was just so we know not to take everything so seriously. Thank you, Brie. Yeah, please, if you don't mind, click the orange heart and send a heart me. You join my fan club and it makes TikTok happy, and it only costs a penny. Also, there's a theory that was them pooping on House of the Dragon, which I have decided to believe just for myself because I think it's funny. I think that was Ira Parker. That was his message to Ryan Condal. Do you think they age up Egg next season or keep Egg young? It's the same actor. They're not changing actors. Yeah, Paw, because Ryan Condal wasn't very nice to George. So I think that was Ira saying, yeah. Yeah. Well, George really was surprised by that too, Rhaenyra. So, see, and this is why you should be nice to people so you have incredible friends. Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, under a year away, maybe less. They are getting it out quickly. It did very well. And again, you don't have to wait for Dragon CGI. So, yeah, the poop fart thing, like, it's not my favorite, but I get it. Like, they're trying to tell you that it's not as serious as the others. Yeah. George thought it odd too, by the way. Okay, I do love this, guys. So somebody posted this picture of Daenerys, which is an amazing picture. And then they posted this picture of Daemon. I just think it's cute. That's the only reason I'm showing you. That's all I'm doing. You were okay though? Yeah, it calmed down after that. It was just a little shock. And then there was a long shock. All right, Sir Arlen of Penny Tree. I'm sorry. What? Huh? Sir Arlen came out, he was like, I was like, Hodor? Paw. No, that's a rumor that people have been like trying to put out there. No, Daemon and the Night King don't have anything in common. It's different actor, everything. But that goes around like every few months. Daemon is not the Night King, not the same actor. They have nothing in common. And actually, Daemon doesn't even know about the prophecy of the army of the dead or anything like that. In the show he does, but in the book he doesn't. Who do you think would win, Hodor or the Mountain? I love Hodor as a character, and I don't want Hodor to fight anybody because he wouldn't want to. Hodor is a very important character. Hodor is more important than the Mountain. Hodor is a real hero. And if you would like me to tell you why, I can tell you why. But I think people in the chat already know because I frequently speak of that. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Aw, The Last Kingdom. I miss that. Look at Uhtred. Isn't he cute? I miss Uhtred. I need to rewatch. Yes, Hodor's very, very, yes, my Shayla. Hodor, Very much gives neurodivergent.
Are you sure you want to do?
There's my brother. Let's go. There they go. There go the babies.
Are you sure you want to do this? It's not what I wanted.
Not really surprising that that comes up on my FYP. More sad pictures of Gwen. Nobody cares about Vhagar. Shut up. Okay, this is funny. So Ira Parker, that does the Night of the Seven Kingdoms, said season 2 has been a fucking bastard. I would assume he's talking about because they had a delay because of floods. Bless his heart. Oh no. There you go. There you go, Rhaenyra. There you go. There is one shot that can definitely be seen as Brokeback Riverlands, ladies and gentlemen. Oh god, I bet the fan fiction is not PG at all. Some idiot says she's the biggest Targaryen hater, and you can tell she has no sense. Oh good, they're ripping her a new asshole. That's nice. I love it. Ugh. She can go away. I just block people like that. Where's Vhagar? Yes, 100 fanfics from that one screenshot. Probably more. Where's Vhagar? Where's Vhagar? Dude, where's my Vhagar? That should be a meme. You know what? I'm making it right now. I'm making a fucking meme right now. The VFX budget wasn't there. I know, but like, what's the excuse gonna be? That Alice Rivers somehow has her kitchen witch ability to hide the biggest dragon there is? That's the running joke, but seriously, you don't see the drag as much because budget? I know, and when we do see them, they're blurry as hell. They ride around it. Aegon, did you notice Sea Smoke was back to light gray and red? That made my eye twitch. I'm making this meme like right now. Not my Sea Smoke. I know. Granny wandered away and is lost. That's better than kitchen magic. Man. Hold on. Let me do this. I'm not trying to make y'all jealous. But after my stream, I have a piece of strawberry cake and they're like waiting on me. Queen shit. I'm still working on my meme. You're about to bake? You want something sweet? Hello, Crash Out Kermie. How are you? It's okay. I prefer lemon cake. Valid. Hello. Jessica, this because you knew I had cake in there. Do you think Jacaerys' death could be prevented? I mean, Jace dies in Fire and Blood and in the show. Could it have been prevented? Yes. All of it could have been prevented. It's a cautionary tale. That's what's sad. What took down House Targaryen? Itself. That's the tragedy. I mean, this is the point in time they're at their peak. They have the most dragons they ever had. Who are they fighting? themselves. It's a tragedy. It's a huge tragedy. Who pays? The small folk and the dragons. Thank you, Kermie. I appreciate it. The Writers Guild, that's who they're fighting? True. That is true. I mean, in House of the Dragon continuity, the dragons change skin like, yes, like lizards. Lord or yeah. Well. If it isn't Jon Snow, how are you? You know, I have to have my dresses especially made to hide the scar. They brought me back, but they couldn't fix the scar. It's a shame. John, don't come in here, be quiet. Do you think Daenerys Dragon Vermax laid eggs in Winterfell or just a theory? Chase, I choose to believe that theory because I like thinking there are dragon eggs everywhere. So let's say yes. You want to ask? Did you lay eggs in Winterfell? Yes. From the source. Vermax laid eggs in Winterfell. Look at that smile. Yes. And now we know. I'm the one that started saying, I'm pretty funny. I'm the one that started saying that Drogon is going to be the one that lays eggs because George is cheeky. So that's really going to trip people out. Oh, a clutch of eggs. Who laid them? The manliest dragon. Because that's just going to mess with people. Yeah. I've been saying that. Watch the dragons be integral to Winterfell and the war. Man, you think? Really? Why was Jaehaerys so worried about the eggs Alyssa Farman stole? Because he was worried they would hatch. If those eggs had hatched, then that would have made a huge, scary rival to House Targaryen. Ray, there is no dumb question, honey. Only the ones the trolls ask. Like in a literal way? I don't know. You know what, Aegon, it's almost like the castle in the north was named Winterfell because that's where a battle was and winter itself fell? I don't know. Maybe that's new information. Maybe the wall was put there for a reason? No. Never. Yes, the very old theory of Winterfell being Lightbringer, yes. That's forum days. Aegon, do you ever feel like we're old man? Jon Snow, if you don't say something, I'm gonna kick you out of here. You hear me? Unless you're stuck in Ghost, you better say something. And if you're stuck in Ghost, you better at least say wolf. I'm gonna kick your ass. Would anyone be able to bond with those dragons? Which ones, honey? Which ones are we talking about? Oh, the what? Yes. Yes, Lordor. Because there are people with Valyrian blood in Essos. Yes. There are people with purple eyes and silver hair. Like, there were outposts. There were Valyrian outposts in Essos. Yeah. Yes. If those 3 dragons had hatched, Alyssa Farman's dragon eggs, if those had hatched, all they'd have to do is go out and start looking for people with purple eyes and silver hair and say, come on. It would have been like a larger version of Rhaenyra with the dragon seeds. Do you think Rhaenyra was ignoring Joffrey, or is she too upset to tell about his older brothers? I think, honestly, I kind of wondered about that. We talked about it on the podcast, and Bree and I kind of think that the only thing that makes sense to us is that she's afraid to get close to him because she's lost 2 other sons. And even that. So, like, she's afraid if she touches him and talks to him, she'll somehow inadvertently bring him into the war because of what Jace did. There's another theory that suggests dragons' blood will flow through the walls of Winterfell to heat it and feel the magic during the fight. I mean, I'm not really cool on you know, dragons bleeding, but stranger things. I thought the Targaryens were the only. No. It's anyone with Valyrian blood. Laenor's a Valyrian. He has sea smoke. He bonded. He's not a Targaryen. He has Valyrian blood. Like, Targaryens, their house of the dragon says they're a race. They're not a race. Targaryens, their house. It's their last name. Their genetics. They're a descendant of Valyrian. That's the type of person. Like, me, I have a last name, but like I have ancestry that says that I'm from like all these places in Europe. Europe is Valyria. Targaryen's the last name. If that helps. Heating the hot springs. Look, there's a lot of dragon and dragon egg theories about Winterfell, and I don't have a problem with any of them. The only thing I wonder though. Okay, granted, this was in the show, but you know, Daenerys talks about how the dragons aren't eating as much. Now, yes, I know we've had one that wouldn't cross the wall, but here's my question for you, Aegon. Do you think the dragons would not do well in cold, or do you think that's just show? We don't have any evidence that says that the dragons ate less. Just show. Okay. So they would probably be fine. If that's the case, then I think there's a much larger chance that Winterfell has a lot to do with dragons, and maybe in the crypts. I have the Department 56 Winterfell in there, and there's dragons all over that one. Does that count? Yes, Daemon is not the Night King. They're not the same actor. That's just a rumor that keeps going around. But a lot of people ask that. No, Daemon's not the Night King. Nope. All right, kids. I love you all. It is now midnight, so I'm going to take my leave of you. This was really, really fun. Thank you to my moderators. I really appreciate you. Thank you to everyone that gifted, followed, and sent a heart me. I'll be back Sunday. Thank you, Brie. That's another reason I want to go, is because I want to go eat my cake. I'll be back Sunday, and we can talk all about the things, whatever you guys want to talk about. Thank you. Love you too. And everyone be safe. Have a very nice weekend. I'll see you on Sunday. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Rhaenyra. I appreciate that. And just have a good night. And just do something nice for yourself. I'm a queen. I command you. Do something nice for yourself this weekend.